Hello my besties, it is a girl Speranza and welcome to my channel.
Girl, guess what? I'm about to change your life because I'm about to give you the ultimate routine that I do to ensure that my lashes stay on all day. Like girl, I could sleep in these and they will still be on. We're gonna be going over trimming the eyelashes, fitting them to your eye, how to properly take them out of the packaging so you don't ruin them. I'm gonna be giving you tips and tricks all the way through to literally give you the best application for your falsies. This routine is literally going to solve the gap issue. If you have issues with the inner outer corner sticking up, if you have false extensions poking you, the lashes, one looks different than the other, although they are the same lash. Girl, I'm about to solve all of that. If you feel like you take long putting on eyelashes, this is proof. It literally will take you 15 seconds if you do all these steps real quick right now. I got you. Okay, so the first thing you want to do before applying your lashes is of course get your eyelashes ready. So grab your mascara and your eyelash curler. I've been really loving the Lash Sensational, and the e.l.f. eyelash curler has been so good. It is affordable. As you see, I already have this on from earlier, but just a little curl trick that I learned is when you curl your lashes, bring your eyelash curler up. Like this looks scary, but like trust, because you really want the maximum curl out of your lashes. Well, your falsies will blend flawlessly with your natural lashes. You see the difference? Now I know some girls always apply mascara after applying your falsies, but it is always better to apply them before so you don't get all that gunk and that residue on your eyelashes, which will then make them not be good longer. Like your lashes can last you really long if you take care of them properly, and that is like the worst way to go. It just doesn't look good. So always do mascara first. The next thing is grab your lashes. So I'm gonna go with something not too dramatic, but something not too small so you guys can get a good vibe of what we're doing. These have a medium band, so these will be a little bit more difficult to apply. So before we go in and apply falsies, this is totally optional, but I always go in with some liquid eyeliner, and I always do a nice thin liner because this will just really help give the illusion that your lashes are like blended together, especially if you have that problem with like the little gap where you can see your falsies and your natural lashes. This can definitely help with that. I know I should have done eyeliner before we did mascara, but I already had this on from earlier. Okay, while the eyeliner dries, I always recommend grabbing some tweezers or like a eyelash tool or something with a good grip so you can pull off your lashes. If you pull them with your fingers, you have more of a higher chance of ruining them before you can even use them, girl. You end up pulling the fibers out, you'll like mess up the band. Trust me, I know. So after you take out your falsies out of the packaging, I always just mess with them a little bit, kind of warm them up. Just depending how you take them out, you can honestly make your lashes like really wide. You can just mess up the form really, so it's always good to just like move them around. They're gonna be a little stiff from that glue. Like let's get them a little bit flexible so that whenever you go and apply, they can just easily go on and suit your eye. And then if you want, you can even just wrap it around your finger just to give you that nice curve. So if you have a problem with like your outer corners and your inner corners sticking up, sticking out, this could be another little helpful tip. So once you have worked up your lashes, it is time to trim. Now this is honestly the most important part when applying falsies, because this can make or break the way your lash applies, the way that the lash looks. If you have a problem with the inner corners, the outer corners, your lashes are just not sticking to your natural lashes properly, you have the gap, it could all be from you not trimming your lashes. I love the Revlon scissors. These were, I believe, for your eyebrows, and they were really affordable. So make sure before you cut them that the eyelash is on the right eye, because you will be able to tell just a little bit, because the inner corners will always be a little tad shorter than the outer corner. You always want to make sure you just test them on real quick and see if the placement is correct. You will be able to tell right away if you have the wrong eyelashes on. Now don't worry about the length right now, we're worrying about the direction. Because if you swapped them, they just look a little funky. The inner corner is just a little too long, and as you see, the outer corner is a little tad shorter than the inner. Always make sure, because once you cut these lashes, girl, you can't go back. So now what you're going to want to do is we're going to be measuring them now. Where the inner corner of your falsies start, you're gonna want to put them where the inner corner of your lashes start. Focus on the inner corner, not the outer corner, because we will be cutting that off later. So make sure the inner corner is lined up. Rule of thumb is you line up the inner corner with where the color of your iris, is that the right word? The color of your eye starts. I believe right here. As you see right away, let me zoom out in. We real close up on my eye today. We have a lot of extra lash here. All this extra lash here is really bringing down my eye, and it's really drooping my eye. So I don't go all the way down to the last lash I have. You will just be able to see, because it's different for everybody because we all have different eye shapes. So make sure you look at your eye and see where you can really see the lift. If you see any extra, that's where you're gonna want to cut. Always cut from the outer corner, never the inner corner. I repeat, never the inner corner. There we go. Now some falsies, they have this extra inner corner piece here. I'm gonna just trim that off a little bit. And there we go. Now we have our new eyelashes that fit perfectly to our eye shape, and the application should just be seamless from here. For glue, my favorite one is the Duo Lash Glue, the clear one. Doesn't matter which one. I'll be going on roller coasters with this glue and storms in this glue. What I like to do to really get that extra hold, if you always feel like your lashes are coming off or they're lifting throughout the day, I recommend to put a lash glue first on your eyelid. This gives it like the ultimate securement. I feel like this has literally changed the game, because I feel like the lash glue on the band is just not enough. And I'm gonna let that dry to almost clear. I'm not gonna automatically go and apply my lashes right away because the glue is still wet. So if you go and put your falsies on top, your falsies will just be moving around. It's gonna be harder to place the lashes that you want, and then you're just gonna get glue on your fingers, your tools, the lashes. It's going to be a mess. Just let your glue dry a little bit because we definitely want it tacky. So while that dries, I am going to go coat our lash band. Yes, ma'am. Because this, when it dries down on top of this, you're gonna feel your lashes stick. Like, girl, they're gonna stick. I promise. Don't put too much. So now that the glue is almost clear, I'm gonna take the tweezers here and I'm gonna grab towards the center of the eyelash just to have the best grip, because that is where you're gonna want to start on your eyelash. It's always better to start in the middle part of your eye, because then you can easily just attach the side. You really want the good grip in the middle. For gluing your lashes, this is also so important. This can make or break your eyelash as well, because this can make it look like you have two different eyelashes on. So make sure you grab a mirror, a handheld one. Have a mirror accessible to you. Have it underneath your face. Okay? You're gonna look weird, but you literally want to see up your nostrils, okay? You want to see the base of your eyelashes. You're gonna put your eyelashes, instead of putting it straight on, you're gonna curve up. And this is also going to make you do your eyelashes up at the angle you're supposed to. So look up. Almost do the face that you would apply lash clusters. If you do lash clusters, you should be doing it like this. Start in the middle and place. Literally like that. It is stuck like a magnet. And then I go in with the inner corners. Grab it. And because we made the band flexible, it should just stick. And then of course, let's do the outer corner. Twist your tool here and curve. You should feel that curve when you apply. And then once you apply, I like to push up here and you will be able to feel them stick on. And there you go. I'm gonna go and quickly do the other eye. I'm gonna set a timer and see how long it takes me to put on this eyelash. Okay. It's on. It literally took 15 seconds to put on the eyelash because the glue just stuck perfectly and it just made the application process seamless. Yes. 15 seconds of putting on an eyelash, you literally cannot beat that. But if you feel like you take long putting on eyelashes, this is proof. It literally will take you 15 seconds if you do all these steps. I love it. I'm even gonna fan my lashes. It ain't going.
I don't even see them fluttering.
They're on, girl. They are on. You're welcome. Honestly, all these steps have saved my life. Putting on falsies was like one of my worst nightmares. I just felt like I always looked crazy. I just never knew what was wrong. But once I learned these tips, the lash game has changed for me. I absolutely love them. I hope, since they have changed my life, I hope that these have changed your life as well. I hope they make your falsie application seamless every single time. And I hope you have no more issues. Yeah, girl, this is to the end of this video. If it did help you and you feel more confident, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Go ahead and comment down below what tip is your favorite and caught your most attention, so then YouTube knows that this video is perfect for the girlies who need to learn how to apply eyelashes. But alrighty, girl, I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.